Hello my friends. In this video I want to explain how to choose a laptop. The laptop market is very lively, new elements are frequent and performance continue to increase while prices drop weight and size. Then, I give the key points to choose. 1. Obstruction. Transportable. See, you do not really need mobility, that is to say, you are not moving constantly with your machine, you will not be working in unlikely places, there is no need to buy a small laptop. Choose a somewhat larger model, but with a large screen, 17 or 18. A separate numeric keypad and a large battery then is a good choice in terms of comfort. 2. Portable. Your computer must be able to follow you around, but you need a minimum of comfort. A 15.4 enough and is not so cumbersome. The weight is reasonable and comfortable keyboard. Mini laptops. Mini laptops are very small computers. Miniaturization, better still, components used to manufacture high-performance computers in less than 1 kilogram offering all the functionality expected of a PC. You can store these machines in a small bag and use it anywhere. Interesting for a great need for mobility, frequent travel or work anywhere. Technical specifications. Processor. The CPU is the heart of the computer. The performance of a machine are greatly conditioned by the CPU performance. The more you want to run many software and powerful applications using different media, more we will need a powerful processor, frequency greater than 2.4. However, for desktop or internet use, you can afford to choose a mid-range processor, frequency equals 2 GHz. They are powerful enough to affect a smooth computer use. RAM. Also called RAM, this memory temporarily stores data during processing by the processor. The higher the RAM capacity is, more important the processor will have quick access to the data it needs to process. 1 GB of RAM seems to be now recommends 2 GB for Vista to use effectively. Most laptops have now come with 4 GB of RAM. For portable mini it is sufficient 512 MB, since we do not use too intensive applications. Storage space. Laptops today show hard drives with up to 500 GB capacity, right honorable. This is important and it should before buying well determine the storage space that will be needed. But size is not everything and you have to take into account the speed of access to stored data. A hard drive spinning at 7,200 revolutions/minute will be more powerful than a 5,400 rev/minute. Some computers now offer a flash and SD-RAM memory. Unlike the hard drive, this storage method only uses no mechanical element and is therefore less fragile. However, it is more expensive, does not yet offer
a very large space, up to 16 GB so, and would have a limited service life. Graphics card. This is key if you play video games or 3D animation. Very greedy in this matter. Do not hesitate to take a good graphics card because they become obsolete relatively quickly. It is therefore recommended that a card with 512 megabytes
of dedicated video RAM, combined with a sufficiently powerful graphics processor, view select the graphics card of his mobile. Otherwise, it may be interesting to have a TV out on his laptop, but the high performance of the graphics card will not necessarily be needed. Moreover, the mini laptop and some entry-level models offer just a graphics chipset, integrated chip on the motherboard, enough for office or the internet. Connectivity. Try to consider all uses that one is likely to make his machine and see what will be needed in connection. FireWire particular is increasingly used for its performance, much faster than the USB data exchange. Also, do not skimp on USB ports, always helpful, though remember to check they are sufficiently spaced to accommodate multiple devices. To watch on TV, so be sure to check multifunction. Card reader is also sometimes useful for transferring data from her photo camera or mobile phone. Third important thing. Screen size. There are mobile with screens ranging from 7 to 20 inches. The size of the screen depends on the use you want to make your machine. A large screen will pleasantly watch movies, work or play comfortably. In contrast, the size will be larger and the weight. Instead, a small screen from 12 inches and under prove it as a handy machine carry. Brightness. As for the pictures on paper, must choose matte or gloss. The Brilliant promotes watching videos made with close to a TV. The matte is certainly less enjoyable to watch but is less sensitive to glare. Again, the choice depends on your usage. Autonomy. It is 2 to 8 hours in office use. This is a key point in the choice of a laptop. It is good to know that the more powerful battery is, heavier it is. This must be taken into consideration if you need to transport your PC anywhere. We can therefore play on the quality of the battery, but also on consumption. There are now low-power processors that allow machines to operate much longer in total autonomy. Look good manufacturers' data, knowing that they are often a little optimistic. OS. This is certainly the most important. If everyone is upset with Microsoft OS, more and more low-cost laptops out Linux distribution in order to save on Windows licenses. The Linux system is fairly simple to use but should still allow time to adapt if it is your first trip outside Microsoft. Similarly, all applications are not compatible with Linux, although there are software equivalents. Noise and heat. We often forget these parameters when choosing a laptop. Still in use, they often prove dominant in terms of comfort. Computers heat and for that they are broken. Sometimes ventilation can be very noisy. Similarly, it happens that some machines run hotter than others. Check these settings before the purchase is often difficult, especially if you order online. Nevertheless, one can say that the higher the range, unless these issues are important.
Guarantee. Depending on your level of computer experience, it may be interesting or not to sign a contract to provide an on-site warranty, repair or telephone support. In general, you cannot change any parts on a laptop. Take a long warranty seems sensible, unless you often change to be always. Upgrade. Of course, one would like to do with his cell the same thing with his desktop PC, replace some old components with more efficient. While it is easy to add memory, it will not always be easy to change the hard drive.
Only some mobile will change the processor, let alone have an interchangeable graphics card, so it must choose from the purchase. Know that there are specialty stores that you change the processor or graphics card if possible.